Looking for an app that will allow your students to collaborate and brainstorm at the same time? iBrainstorm may be just what you're looking for. First, open the app on your iPad. You can do this by pulling down to open up Spotlight. Click on iBrainstorm, and the app will open to your blank main screen. This is the screen where all of your projects will be created. There are several options, and I'll walk you through them one by one. First, come up with your background. This is going to be whatever brainstorming or thinking map or organizer that you intend to use. Create the name for your project, and then scroll through the background options until you find one that is appropriate for what you plan on doing with your class. As you can see, there are many options to choose from. In this instance, I'm going to use what many people refer to as a bubble map. For this project, we're going to talk about animals, as you may have already noticed. So I press the plus sign to create my first sticky note, which is going to go in the center. This sticky note says animals. By using the plus and minus buttons, I can increase or decrease the size of my text. I can change colors by selecting the different colored dots. The checkered pattern dot gives you a clear sticky note. Once you have your main project set up, you're going to want to open another iPad and set it up the same way. After you have your iPads set up the way you would like, you can connect them by clicking on the smiley faces in the top corner on one of the iPads. When you do this, it will show you all of the other iPads that are currently open to iBrainstorm. Tap on the name of the iPad that you would like to connect to, and an option will appear on the other screen asking you to connect. You can select and connect with up to 3 other iPads, making 4 total. Now one iPad has decided to start creating sticky notes with animal examples. By pressing the plus sign again, a new sticky note appeared, and the words are being typed. Now this iPad is going to share the sticky note by pressing on it, dragging it over to the smiley faces, and releasing once the area becomes large. As you can see, the sticky note dropped into the other iPad in the exact same place. Now the same thing is going to happen in reverse. The second iPad will create a sticky note, customize it the way they would like, and drag their sticky note to the smiley face, in which it will fly over to the other iPad. This app is great for a classroom that may have a limited number of iPads. You can have small groups of 3 to 4 students working together and then sharing with whole group, so your collaboration is more than just 1 or 2 students. While these iPads are continuing to collaborate, let me add one thing. When you press the plus sign, a new sticky note will appear. But if you simply tap somewhere on the screen, pencil marks will appear. So if this were to happen on accident, you might end up with stray marks. This happened just now on the iPad on the left. To fix it, all you need to do is tap on the eraser, select Delete Drawings, and erase any hand drawings that are already on your screen. In the example that's happening right now, one iPad is going to create a sticky note and place it in the same area as another iPad. So when these iPads share their sticky notes, they're going to appear in the same spot. You're going to see a creative way to solve the problem of sticky notes being placed in the same position. Since one team or person using the first iPad would know that the other person's sticky note is in the same place, they're going to create a new place using free draw so that their sticky notes aren't going to continue overlapping. As you can see, they fly to exactly where they were created. So now the iPads are going to create a new space so that they can move it out of the way to avoid overlapping. The iPad on the right has chosen to do the same thing. The two users will continue to work until the thinking map is complete. The iPads could choose to continue going and creating new spaces, or they could stop when their thinking map is full. Now let me show you another option that you can use these thinking maps for. Once all ideas have been shared, you can then change your background mid-project and choose to do something new with the sticky notes that are already created. So in this situation, we're choosing to sort the animals into different categories, vertebrates and invertebrates. So both groups are moving the title up to the top because now the animal is the main group, and they're going to label two of the columns, vertebrates and invertebrates. The iPad on the left has chosen to handwrite their labels, while the iPad on the right has chosen to use sticky notes. By clicking on the eraser, you have the choice of deleting all drawings. This will eliminate all handwritten items on your screen. Now they're free to move their sticky notes about. The iPad on the left chose to handwrite their labels, so instead of erasing everything, they chose to just click on the eraser and erase manually the parts that they wanted to erase. You can see now that the user on the left has chosen to add a few additional sticky notes. The user on the right as well. Here we have another example of something that may happen. Your students might create a sticky note that they don't intend to. By holding your finger down on the sticky note, a red X will appear. Simply tap it to get the sticky note to disappear. Since this app is purely collaboration and everything is created by the students, it can be easily adapted to fit any subject, from science as you just watched, to math, reading, spelling, phonics, you name it. And that's a super quick run through of iBrainstorm. When you're done, you can click Clear Sticky Notes and it will erase all of your sticky notes, and Clear Drawings and it will clear all of your drawings. You can also choose to save it by doing a screenshot of your screen. You can see that there are some export options such as mail, but generally with student iPads there isn't a mailbox already set up. So in this situation, you would just want to screenshot. Now you know the basics of iBrainstorm, so give it a try and let the brainstorming begin.